to their fascinating minting errors, striking mistakes, and the unique variations that have made collectors hunt for them like buried treasure. The 1995 P quarter might look like any other coin at first glance, with the familiar portrait of George Washington on the obverse and the proud eagle design on the reverse. But certain versions of this coin possess flaws so extraordinary that they've transformed this small piece of metal, originally worth just 25 cents, into a fortune. To understand how this coin achieved such an incredible value, we must explore both the historical context and the technical details behind its production at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most prolific mints in the U.S. system. In 1995, millions of quarters were struck as part of regular circulation, but during this massive production process, certain dies developed imperfections or misalignments, and a few planchets, the blank metal discs used to strike coins, suffered from unusual conditions, resulting in a small batch of coins that were dramatically different from the rest. Some of the most valuable 1995 P quarters feature double die obverse, where the design elements, such as the lettering in Liberty or In God We Trust, appear doubled, creating a fascinating invisible error that is easily noticeable under magnification. Others show off-center strikes, where the image of Washington's face is not properly aligned, leaving portions of the coin's rim unstruck or uneven. There are even reports of rare broad strike errors where the coin was struck outside the collar, causing it to appear stretched or expanded beyond the normal diameter, making it stand out immediately to a trained eye. What makes the 1995 P quarter particularly special is that these errors occurred in such limited numbers that finding one is like striking gold in your spare change. Some specimens have been discovered with die cracks running through Washington's portrait, giving the illusion of a lightning bolt, while others feature missing mint marks, incomplete letters, or the unusual grease-filled die error that makes parts of the design look faded or blurry. Such characteristics have fascinated collectors for decades, and when these coins appear in mint-state condition or are professionally graded by organizations like PCGS or NGC, they can fetch astronomical prices at auctions. Imagine holding a coin that the U.S. Mint intended to be worth just $0.25, now valued at millions. It's the kind of discovery every coin enthusiast dreams about. Over the years, collectors and experts have also speculated about transitional planchet errors in this series, where a 1995 quarter might have been accidentally struck on a planchet intended for another denomination, such as a nickel or dime, due to confusion or malfunction in the minting machinery. These ultra-rare examples are considered once-in-a-lifetime finds and can command offers well into the millions from serious investors. The Philadelphia Mint's reputation for high-volume production in the 1990s makes the existence of such unique errors plausible, as the faster the machines ran, the greater the chance for a mishap that could result in a collectible error coin. Moreover, coins struck from worn or misaligned dies tend to develop distinctive doubling, ghost images, or misstruck legends that make them instantly recognizable to numismatists. Another reason the 1995 P quarter has drawn so much attention is the role of preservation and condition. Coins that were immediately set aside and avoided circulation remain crisp, with sharp edges, brilliant luster, and fully struck details. These qualities amplify their value dramatically, especially when paired with visible errors. A coin in MS-68 or higher condition with a strong strike and clear doubling could easily reach or exceed the $1 million mark, while the rarest, most dramatic varieties have reportedly crossed the $10 million threshold in private sales and collector valuations. Many collectors believe this coin's rarity represents a unique intersection between human error and mechanical imperfection, a reminder that even in a system designed for perfection, accidents can create beauty and value beyond imagination. If you happen to find a 1995 quarter with odd lettering, shifted imagery, or missing details, it's worth inspecting carefully or taking it to a coin dealer for evaluation, as you might be holding a piece of American minting history worth far more than you could imagine. Each scratch, mark, or flaw tells a story of the minting process, of metal under pressure, dies wearing down, and human oversight allowing the extraordinary to slip through the cracks. The most astonishing fact is that many of these valuable coins still circulate among regular change, hiding in piggy banks, cash registers, or coin jars, waiting for someone observant enough to notice the difference. Collectors from around the world remain captivated by the 1995 P quarter because it represents the dream of discovery. The possibility that an everyday object could be a multimillion-dollar treasure in disguise. It's a testament to the fascinating world of coin collecting, where patience, knowledge, and attention to detail can transform a simple 25-cent piece into a historical artifact worth a fortune. So next time you handle your spare change, take a closer look at your quarters from 1995. If you notice doubling on the letters, strange textures on the surface, or an oddly centered image of George Washington, don't dismiss it too quickly. It might just be one of those miraculous minting mistakes that bridge the gap between ordinary currency and extraordinary value, reminding us that sometimes even the smallest coins can carry the biggest surprises, turning an average pocket find into a legendary $10 million treasure from the heart of American history. Where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins that can turn an ordinary piece of change into a life-changing fortune. And today we're exploring one of the most mysterious and astonishing finds in the world of coin collecting, the 1974 United States quarter dollar. A coin that has shocked collectors and experts alike with its staggering estimated worth of up to $9 million because of its rare errors, minting mistakes, and historical uniqueness that make it stand apart from the millions of regular quarters in circulation. The 1974 quarter dollar, struck during a period of great transition in American coinage, carries with it a combination of rarity, craftsmanship, and chance that makes it a true collector's dream. While most quarters from this era are made of a copper-nickel-clad composition and hold a face value of just 25 cents, a few special era coins have surfaced that defy this logic completely, showing strange mint mark anomalies, planchet variations, double die strikes, off-center errors, and even unexpected metal compositions that have stunned professional graders and auction houses around the world. Imagine holding a simple 1974 quarter in your hand, one that might look almost identical to millions of others, but upon closer examination, reveals subtle differences that transform it into a multimillion-dollar treasure. Some of these rare coins were accidentally struck on experimental planchets meant for other denominations, while others show ghostly doubled images of Washington's portrait, or the lettering, Liberty, and In God We Trust, all of which can dramatically increase the coin's desirability and market value. Many collectors are amazed by how a single small imperfection at the U.S. Mint could lead to such astronomical worth decades later. But that's exactly what makes the hobby of coin collecting so thrilling, the possibility that any ordinary coin could turn out to be extraordinary. In the case of the 1974 quarter, some examples have been found with no mint mark at all, despite being struck at facilities that typically included them, like the Denver or San Francisco mints. This missing mint mark error makes them particularly intriguing to experts because it indicates a potential minting oversight, or even a die replacement that occurred during production, resulting in a handful of coins that now fetch astonishing prices in private sales and auctions. Furthermore, there have been reports of 1974 quarters struck on silver planchets left over from earlier coin runs, a rarity since the U.S. Mint officially stopped producing silver quarters in 1964. If a 1974 quarter is discovered to have been struck on a leftover silver planchet or an experimental metal, it instantly becomes one of the rarest modern coins ever made, commanding prices that easily surpass millions depending on its grade, luster, and condition. These rare coins often go through grading companies such as PCGS and NGC, where even the smallest details are examined under magnification to authenticate the mint errors and ensure no post-mint damage has altered their originality. High-grade specimens that retain full mint luster and show well-defined strike details often reach record-breaking values because they represent not only minting mistakes but also historical artifacts that connect collectors to a fascinating moment in American numismatic history. Another factor contributing to the incredible value of the 1974 quarter is its scarcity. Despite millions of quarters minted that year, the number of known era varieties is extremely small, which creates intense competition among collectors eager to own one. Over the years, several examples have appeared in coin shows and auctions, each time fetching higher prices than before as awareness of their rarity spreads through the coin collecting community. The combination of historical background, minting anomaly, and sheer chance has made the 1974 quarter a legend among collectors, and the possibility of finding one in loose change or inherited coin collections continues to fuel excitement and curiosity. Even experts agree that the true worth of a coin like this lies not just in its metal composition but in the story it tells, a story of craftsmanship, human error, and the passage of time that transformed a simple everyday object into a masterpiece of numismatic art. The designs on these quarters remain iconic, with the portrait of George Washington on the obverse and the American eagle on the reverse, symbols of national pride that add another layer of cultural value to the coin. When collectors evaluate such pieces, they look for indicators like strike doubling, planchet irregularities, die cracks, rim clips, and alignment issues that all help determine whether a coin could be one of the few extraordinary errors worth millions. What's even more exciting is that there could still be undiscovered 1974 quarters hiding in circulation today, waiting to be found by a sharp-eyed collector who recognizes their unique traits. Many enthusiasts check their pocket change, coin rolls, or inherited jars of old quarters just for this reason, hoping that one of them could hold a fortune disguised as ordinary change. The 1974 quarter serves as a reminder that valuable treasures often come in the most unexpected forms, and that patience, knowledge, and attention to detail can turn a casual hobby into a thrilling adventure with real financial rewards. Collectors and investors alike are constantly reminded that the coin market values authenticity, rarity, and condition above all, and when these three factors align perfectly, as they do with the rare 1974 quarters, the results can be life-changing. So whether you're new to coin collecting or a seasoned expert, always keep an eye on those older coins, because you never know when you might uncover a piece of American history that's worth millions. This story of the 1974 United